Good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about the differences between Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen and Dr. Fuhrman's Nutritarian plan. Dr. Greger's How Not to Die book came out just a little bit before Dr. Fuhrman's The End to Heart Disease book, but a lot of people are reading both books and they have very similar eating plans. So I want to discuss them today. Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen is really more for people who are trying to prevent disease or maybe lose a few pounds, but it's not quite as strict as Dr. Fuhrman's Nutritarian plan, which is meant to actually reverse some serious diseases. So let's talk a little bit. Dr. Greger's plan asks you to eat 3 servings of beans a day, which is about a half a cup per serving. Dr. Fuhrman says that you should eat a minimum of 1 cup a day. So he probably would prefer you to eat 1.5 cups. I think they're pretty similar on beans. For berries, Dr. Greger says 1 serving of berries a day, which equates to, let's see, a half a cup of fresh or frozen or a 1/4 cup of dried. Dr. Fuhrman would like you to have berries because they're excellent at preventing and reversing diseases, and they're very low on the glycemic index. He recommends that you have fruit, 1 serving of fruit in the morning and 1 with each of your meals in the afternoon, so lunch and dinner. Dr. Fuhrman also says that he'd like you to limit dry fruits because they are higher on the glycemic index, and that can cause a problem for diabetics and for people with heart disease or histories of both of those. Other fruit, Dr. Greger says that you should eat 3 servings of other fruit. That can include a medium-sized fruit. I'm reading my Daily Dozen app, just so you know. 1 cup of cut-up fruit or a 1/4 cup of dried fruit. Again, Dr. Fuhrman probably recommends a serving less. Now, in Dr. Fuhrman's book, The End of Heart Disease, there's a section starting on page 247 for people who are severely overweight and perhaps maybe have to go in for surgery, or they just need to start getting weight off quickly. And for those people, he recommends them doing basically the 16-8 fast, where they're fasting for 16 hours and they're only eating 2 meals during an 8-hour period. And during that time, he recommends that they only eat 2 fruits. So for those folks that are really trying to kick it up a notch or are severely ill, he's definitely bringing that fruit level down. Cruciferous vegetables, they both totally agree on this. Dr. Greger says a minimum of 1 serving. Dr. Fuhrman says lots of cruciferous vegetables, particularly on his big salad. He wants everybody to eat a big salad every day, at least 1. And on it, he says to activate your greens, you need to also have cruciferous vegetables. So he recommends shredded cabbage or shredded Brussels sprouts or something like that on top of your salad. Greens, Dr. Greger says 2 servings of raw or cooked. And of course, Dr. Fuhrman says unlimited greens, lots and lots and lots of greens, because greens are protective, they help in reversal of disease, so they definitely both agree on greens. Other vegetables, Dr. Greger says 2 servings of raw or cooked vegetables in addition to the greens and the cruciferous. And again, Dr. Fuhrman wants you to have cooked greens, cooked vegetables, raw vegetables. He basically says you can't get too many vegetables. Nuts, Dr. Greger says that you should eat a 1/4 cup of nuts a day, which is approximately 1 ounce a day, or 2 tablespoons of a nut or seed butter. Dr. Fuhrman says that actually, if you're trying to lose weight and you're a woman, you should eat about 1 ounce of nuts a day, and for men, 1.5 ounces of nuts a day. But if you don't need to lose weight and you are trying to protect your health, your heart health, he definitely wants you to eat upwards to even 3 ounces of nuts a day. The difference is he wants you to have those nuts in a salad dressing that you're going to put on that giant salad, particularly because that sort of helps it kind of helps in digestion, and it helps to absorb all the nutrients in those nuts. So he wants you to have that during a meal. If for some reason, though, you choose not to have a salad dressing with nuts in it, he said you can eat the nuts in another meal, like on your oatmeal or whatever else you'd like. They both agree on 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, ground flax seeds, or chia seeds every day. Dr. Greger doesn't mention chia seeds, but I'm sure that he probably is okay with chia or flax seeds. Those are how you're going to get your omegas. Whole grains. This is probably where they differ the most. Dr. Greger says that you can have 3 or should have 3 servings of whole grains a day. That can include things like a half a cup of hot cereal, a cup of cold cereal, a tortilla, a slice of bread, etc. The difference is that Dr. Fuhrman is dealing with people who are trying to reverse disease. And heart disease and diabetes and hypertension all can be really affected by foods that are like grains, like in cereals and muffins and things like that. So he allows really only 1 serving in one of your meals of an intact whole grain. So that would be like oats, brown rice, barley, quinoa, that type of thing. And so he's definitely reducing the grains for people who are trying to prevent and reverse diseases. Let's see, did I miss anything? I think I got everything in there. So basically the big things that they're different on is Dr. Fuhrman is definitely big on nuts and seeds, definitely having those as much as you can in a meal, particularly as part of your salad dressing. He has a lower amount of grains that he recommends, and generally a lower amount of fruit for people who are severely overweight and trying to lose weight, or they have diabetes that they're trying to get under control. Definitely keeping those fruits, the low glycemic fruits. So he wants you to have lots of berries, green apples, oranges, kiwi. Those are all low on the glycemic index. Anyway, I hope this helped you. If you're trying to just live a healthy lifestyle, I highly recommend getting Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen app. It's completely free. You can get it on Android or iPhone or iTunes or whatever. I'm an Android person, so I don't really know. But anyway, you can get it on either one of those for free. It's a really cool little app that you can check mark when you eat things. I don't know if y'all can see this. Actually, I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but anyway, because my light's too bright. But it has little check marks for each of the foods, so it helps you to make sure that you are that you're eating the correct foods every day. So it gives you your daily progress, and I don't know, it really makes me feel good when I know that I've gotten in everything that I'm supposed to get in. Anyway, I hope this helped everybody. I do highly recommend buying the books How Not to Die and The End of Heart Disease. Great book. That includes a lot of information about diabetes and hypertension. So if you have any of those 3 in your family, great book. I've just thoroughly been enjoying both books. Have a great day.